Well, we're finally here, and we're finally going to test out our cheap coilovers and our seats. So it's running right now because I left the doors open in my garage and they died. So we needed to jump start it and all that stuff. We got some paint on the tires so that we can watch how it rolls over. I'll talk about that as we go on. We have the pit crew. So my wife's out here with her wagon. And then our best little cheerleader is here. This is Eleanor. Hey, I know it's bright. I'm sorry. Hi. Yeah.
Hi.
She doesn't like you guys. That's okay. I like you guys. But yeah, so me and Eric have some plans. We have some hopes. We're hoping to drop around a second from our best time, but we're going to see because we don't really know how the track is. It's still really black, but I hope in the last month they've put a lot of rubber down with events. I know that last weekend there was a drift event. They put a lot of rubber down, but usually in the wrong spots. So we're going to cross our fingers on this. I will say the seats and the harnesses should be a giant improvement in the car. Even just sitting in there without a seatbelt on, the seat is a million times better than the stock seat, which is kind of normal for stuff like that. I don't know, you have anything?
Now I'm just gonna pretty much relearn the car now that we can actually sit in the car and not fly about. It should be a substantial improvement. See how it goes.
I like it. It is monsoon season. No clouds now, but 20 minutes could be completely different. So fingers crossed.
Open header? Yeah. Louder than a spec Miata. Like, yeah, no.
I just got back in from my first session. The seats are amazing with the harnesses. It just feels like the car's easy to drive now. I thought it was or easy to drive before, but this just makes it like, you just point and shoot and that's pretty much it. The coilovers feel okay. I do want to do some adjustments on it. I'm gonna talk to Eric after he does the session to make sure that we concur on the route to go with it. Brakes are still way too good. These tires are not strong enough for the brakes. I kept locking up and stuff like that. Once they got warmer, it was better, but I still can't get on them. So I would like to actually get on them, but I don't know if we'll actually have slicks before we sell the car to feel that. But the car wants way more than what it's capable of now. I don't know if we got any times right now. The first session usually doesn't get timed because, I don't know, whatever reason, but that's normal. We're gonna look at the rollover, which I'd say we can go down in PSI, Eric.
Yeah, I didn't think it was rolling over enough.
Yeah, so this is, you can see this triangle and you can see the paint's missing above it. We want a little bit more. What's the pressures at?
32 front, 30 rear. So, or it's almost 33 in front.
Okay, so the rear we want to go down. So let's drop that to 28.
Again?
Yeah, 28 hot. And then how's the front? So the front, ooh, these are hot. Ow. Drop the front to 29. We'll do that. And then I'm actually thinking that we should do softer all the way around. So it's definitely firm out there. Very easy to oversteer. Very easy to understeer when the rear has traction. I did get the brakes really hot, so hopefully by the next session you'll be cold, but trial and error with these the coilovers. However, for right now, for $400, I love them. Can't really complain. Granted, they're no $11,000 three-way Ohlins, but we can do it a lot quicker and still have money in the bank. have a special commentary to her. Eric, what did you think? I know, so we changed it a little bit. I know we said we were gonna wait, but we did three clicks lower on the coilovers, which we did have them halfway, which is like 7 clicks. So now they're at 4 clicks towards soft, full soft. How did it, like, how were the brakes? Because I was complaining about them. How did it turn? How did it?
So the brakes, like Brandon said before, it's easy to overload them. I had a few pretty decent lockups on the back straight going into turn 3. As far as its handling, it's very easy to control. I will say this, is that the tires do now talk louder as far as they communicate better as far as like when you're getting too much into it. So that was a nice thing that I noticed right off the bat, is the tires are talking to me more. It's not like you're just driving, it's numb, whatever happens, happens.
Which I think when you said that, so he came in and he said he thinks the tires might be done. And they will talk more the more done they are when you have R comp tires. So we might be on that thing, because actually you came in with a 103.8.
Yes.
So, which isn't good. We've definitely been faster than that. Well, someone's unhappy because we're not going fast. I know, me too. So, I don't know, do you want to change tires? I mean, the other thing too is, what do you think about the suspension settings?
I think the suspension's fine where it's at.
Yeah.
You can, when you get into a little bit of a slide with the rear, it's easy to control it completely. Like, you just a little bit of counter steer, you just hold it right there. It's set up quite nicely. It doesn't get away. So that's one thing. It's made the car much easier to drive.
Oh yeah, it's definitely easy mode. It does everything you want. You know what's happening before it happens.
Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and switch the tires out. We might die because it's been a couple months since we ran the Star Specs and Kumos, but we'll see how they take to tonight's conditions.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that we could have cooked these already because of how we were driving them before with stock suspension. So, I mean, granted, the car does feel good, but I don't remember the brakes being this bad.
So one thing I noticed when we were setting loading up is that the rears, they're on the fronts right now. Like, so I think we were sliding around a little bit more last time, so I think we might have cooked them under this seat. That way,
yeah,
cycling harder.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this thing with some fresh tires would be great, but we don't want to put fresh tires on it. So
we do,
but we don't.
But we're
so we're gonna throw on the gold star wheels, and we're gonna see what happens with those. All right, you're good, man. So we're going to talk about my last session, which I came in at a 101.6, yes? 101.6. So we have improved on time, which actually I find very impressive because I did it on the gold star tires. They're 225s. They're a little bit bigger than the R888s that we were using, but they're also pretty much the exact same tires that we started with everything on. So they have many sessions on them. Heat definitely destroys the rubber. It makes it harder. It's not as sticky. So with these being as old as they are, considering it was 3 months ago that we set our best time at a 101.8. So they've had 3 months of, you know, getting beat up, getting worse with heat and all that other stuff. So I will say that the seats and the coilovers have improved the drivability of the car. For $400, if you're going to track the car, these will get you through any DE, track day, HPDE stuff, high performance drivers education things. Granted, I mean, you're probably not going to you're not going to go and win any global time attacks or anything like that. But as for tonight, we're doing really good. I will also say that there was the one time where I was behind the silver S2000 and I went faster than him down the straight and I pulled him, which I was impressed with because Miatas should not be as fast or faster than S2000s. And then once I got past him, I left him in the dust. Granted, I don't know what suspension he's on, what tires he's on, but we can just have fun and say I beat an S2000. so Eric just got back the end of the day. My hair looks like it's the end of the day. We came into this knowing that the brake pads were low, and I don't think they can get much lower now. Eric said that there was some sparks coming off of it. But Eric did actually match his best time of a 102.6, which I will say, with the brakes going away and our tires going away and all that stuff, it was definitely an improvement on how everything worked with this car. So the seats did a huge improvement, the coilovers did a huge improvement. Better tires would be good, but it needs brakes. We're gonna get some rotors and pads for the front. The rear is still fine. I don't know about you, Eric, but I'm kind of in a position where the car is just as fun as when we first started driving the car. Like, it's just as like, this car, I love this car. It's really fun. Yeah, how do you feel?
Like, it's sensational, like all over again. Like, just the way that you can just put the car wherever you want and it goes there. Other than the brakes being cooked now, I almost went off on the back straight. Hopefully Steve got some good footage of that. I had to go back all the way around just so I had enough room to actually not fly off and hit the dirt.
Ah, come on, it's fun. I've done it.
Literally, the pedal was doing, it's like, it's just there, and it's like, no, there's no friction surface left. That's all gone.
Yeah, it's solid, but we ain't stopping. But yeah, so the car did good, the coilovers did good, the seat did good. I don't know. I'm sad we got to sell the car, but he's retiring. I'm not going to buy the car from him. It's for sale. It's a phenomenal car. Whoever gets it is going to have a blast, and we do nothing but beat the hell out of it, and it survives. So thanks for watching. I don't know if this will be the last video of this car, but we're still going to do more track videos.